How to become a super affiliate. There is so much confusion in this niche because you can make an S-load of money, so much money. Being a super affiliate, there's a lot of beginners out here making only like $1 all the way to $100 a month. But then there's people like me making 6 figures plus to 7 figures per month with affiliate marketing as a super affiliate. Now, how do you do this? So the real way to obviously become a super affiliate in most simple terms, instantly right off the bat, but there's going to be more understandings here as I go. You got to get a lot of traffic and you got to have high converting offers. That's it. And then you also want to own your own traffic is another important thing. When you own your own traffic, which is email is really the only thing that is defined as owning your own traffic other than maybe an SMS list, which is like text messages and stuff and owning phone numbers. But email by far is an own list. But owning an audience in general on any platform, if it's a significant amount, depending on the niche, you can make a lot of money in affiliate marketing. Okay, people don't understand this. In YouTube, when you do a YouTube channel, you can make more money from just affiliate marketing than even AdSense. It's pretty obvious, right? When people think of affiliate, what do you think of? When I think of it, I think of publisher. Okay, an affiliate is someone endorsing something. So, and a publisher is also a synonym to affiliate. So basically, an affiliate is someone who recommends something. That's all you are. So basically, you find an offer and you need to have a story behind the offer as to why you recommend it. This is the most effective strategy I've ever come by for promoting and selling an affiliate offer. Now, there's other ways to do this. So you have a story about your usage of the offer and or someone else's story too, or maybe even a fake story or whatever, because you can be a good copywriter and form a great, horrible story. Next, you can add bonuses to the offer to increase perceived value, and people want bonuses. And when you do a launch of an affiliate offer and have bonuses and then add urgency and scarcity to it, you can basically take away the bonuses when the timer ends out. When you have an audience already, you can promote an affiliate offer to that audience, and you gotta build your audience, guys. This is the whole point of this. You have an audience and you launch an affiliate offer. You have an email list you grow first, right in front of that. Then you have the sales page promoting the affiliate offer. Then you link to the affiliate offer. People basically will email you with proof of purchase, and you will instantly have a copy and paste email to send to them to give them all their bonuses. Super simple, and you tell them how the process goes. Now, the VSL is very important. You make a short VSL or a long VSL, depending on the price point of this affiliate offer, and you basically tell them what's it all about, what you liked about it. You tell them your name, your story, and the better the story, the better money you're going to make. And also, remember when I taught you about sales, is in sales, you need to, sell an offer that, promises results and delivers results and solves a problem. Those sell. There's nothing else. All the worst offers out there don't have that angle. It's that simple. It's really that simple. And making money online is so simple once you know this stuff, and that's why I'm teaching you all this stuff. A lot of this is huge epiphanies to you guys. I get that, like huge paradigm shifts and everything. So anyway, being a super affiliate comes down to a lot of traffic, okay? Building like an audience for sure, and then promoting a lot of offers. And you could break even, grow an audience, and then launch another offer. Like I said, these core niches, people just keep buying inside of them. More stuff. People like new stuff. Okay, it's never going to die down ever. Okay, so when you understand that about business, just reinvest everything you make to grow an audience and customers and an email list and a brand, and all of a sudden you can launch new offers and make just a S-load of money. Okay, so frick ton of money, which is really powerful. So anyway, that is that. Literally, that's how you become a super affiliate. Now, I could go in depth and crap about like these like traffic sources, but any traffic source works. There are super affiliates in every traffic source. Literally, okay? All you gotta do is master one, and you have enough traffic to just crush it, okay? You could do it with influencers, you could do it with Google or Facebook or even adult. You could do it with Poplender, you could do it with push ads and native ads, all these different platforms. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's just you gotta promote the right offers that work for those freaking traffic sources. And you can use spy tools to see what's working for the top campaigns. Like literally, it's that easy to make money online. And when you know all these principles, you can do it even better than the people that you are observing at the top. So what are the best niches basically to get into? I like to do the analogy, and I mentioned this in like one other video I remember, but I want to, make it deliberately for one video. Imagine you pick a niche that has a stack of money like this big, and then you pick a niche maybe, or the other option of a niche is a stack of money this big. If you got a piece of the pie, the same amount of percentage of a piece of the stack as the other one and the other one, which one would you want? The bigger one. because the bigger one has more money. So you'd get more money. And if you take more percentages and grow from there, you can end up making a ton of money and own a big market share of it. And these markets grow like crazy, these niches I'm about to say. And you already know what the niches are: health, wealth, and love. Okay? These are problems people always have. People always are willing to keep buying inside of these niches for more and more solutions, because you can always people can always master these niches. So another niche though, hobbies. If you want to make money doing some hobby that you love, like skiing or something, you can totally make a whole living out of doing that online. Okay, so basically you record yourself skiing and you have a info product about skiing, or you could be an affiliate for a product about skiing. You make money from AdSense, you grow your brand, and you can do sponsorships, and you can sell your own merch relevant to skiing and stuff like that, like for your hobby. So those are like the three. If you want to make money online based off trends, you can do that. That's another niche. It's not as lucrative as these top three I was mentioning. Or you could do affiliate marketing and not show your face. If you show your face, there's more benefit of showing your face than anything. Okay? Because you have a personal brand. There's a million people out there who want to hear your message, or more people. Now, when you combine more people, this is a secret thing. When you combine more people into your niche and your content and stuff, more people will maybe like a different person compared to maybe liking you, but they can tolerate you, but they like the other person more, and so they follow for that person. Having multiple characters inside of your content is powerful. You can build a massive brand from doing this. Mr. Beast knows this. I personally know this, and we both implement it and we're growing. Okay, and Mr. Beast is going to become the #1 freaking channel, if not already, because he's the fastest growing, and he will pass PewDiePie and all them, because he knows the algorithm super well, and he's doing everything right. And he's in the entertainment niche, which obviously has a very broad, everyone wants entertainment. Does that make sense? Well, entrepreneur niche is more lucrative. That's kind of my angle. You could call me Mr. Beast of, the business niche, hopefully someday. But that's the goal. And you might as well just call me just Benjamin Fairborn or something. But anyway, the truth about the best niches, guys, is health, wealth, and love niches. Okay, they got so many offers, so many ways to monetize. It's evergreen forever. So definitely get into one of those. You'll know which one you want to do by instantly knowing. You'll just know which one you want to get into. If you don't know which one you want to get into, then you need to start learning about one of them like crazy. You probably want to get into the wealth one, since you're learning about wealth right now. So you could get to that because there's a lot of money there too. So that's how you decide. Those are the best niches. And let's move on to the next one. How to sell winning products and offers. Okay. So how do you do that? How do you sell these winning products and offers when you find them? There's a lot of traffic sources, but there's some go-to traffic sources I recommend right off the bat. But also there's certain verticals that do better with different types of traffic sources. You got to understand this. Okay, so basically what that is let's just look at all the angles here. So if you're doing a wealth offer, what's the best traffic source that you can go to instantly for that? I would say influencers always is very good, but YouTube in general is very good, and Instagram and Facebook. Any high quality traffic source, like social traffic sources, are the best for wealth offers. You could do adult traffic. You could do other traffic sources other than that. But in general, those ones I just mentioned are really good for wealth. For health offers, I would recommend even native ads. Okay, so native ads is very common for a health offer. But influencers and YouTube, Facebook ads, and if there's any others, I would say those ones mainly for sure for health offers. Okay, which could be an educational offer, like an info product for health, or it could be a supplement or anything like that. All that works for that. Next is love offers. And we're talking about high converting offers in these niches. Okay, that's what we're talking about here. I want to do my hair backwards. Okay, so the next best to mention here is love offers. So definitely love offers you could think of as dating, okay? But often YouTube traffic would be the best for a love offer. Blogs can do well, banner ads can do well. Definitely search in any way that you can get in front of search would be powerful. Email lists can be powerful for all of these for sure. In general, love offers can do well, but I would say YouTube for sure. YouTube is the best for that if you're doing that. Next, let's talk about CPA offers, like the cost per lead offers. So for those, I would say definitely Facebook ads all the way. If it's not allowed on Facebook ads, you're going to want to do pop under or adult. And then influencers or other people with traffic, you want to pay them for their traffic to push out your link, okay, as an ad or whatever. Okay, that's really, really powerful to do with a cost per lead offer. If it's a capped cost per lead offer, then don't do influencers, but definitely go with a traffic source where you can consistently put money in every day and have daily budget and cap that offer out, get a pay bump on it, and get an increase for your how many leads you can send in. Okay, so that's very powerful for that. Now, another thing is if you own your own offers, that's super powerful too. If you own your own offers, then you're going to want to go with any traffic source out there. Okay, and a lot of times you can even go broad. If you have your own offer, you can go with influencers, like big influencers. Okay, because you got 100% commission when you do your own offers. And I recommend always have upsells and use ClickFunnels for this. I love doing this method, okay, because it's so easy. You just connect to Stripe, you have your own offers. It could be just PLR products, and you pick a niche and you just find a bunch of influencers for it. It takes you a day to reach out to all of them with a good message saying, hey, how much do you charge for a freaking Instagram post? Or if you're reaching out to YouTubers, say how much does it cost to sponsor you for a video or a couple of videos or whatever, and they're going to get back to you and you pay them whatever it takes, because this is warm traffic. And as long as they're relevant to your niche of the offer you're doing, you'll crush it. And as long as your offer is a winner, you're going to crush it. Now, in general, if you have a winning offer, you're going to want to just do targeted Facebook ads. That's the best way, okay? So some of this knowledge is very common, but a lot of times, most knowledge is not common in the world. So I'm going to talk about the golden traffic waterfall. What is that? People who already know, like, and trust you, or already know, like, and trust your brand already. This is so powerful when it comes to, making money online, because people are, they're willing to buy again and again and again. It's not like cold traffic where people don't know who you are yet, and they may buy, they may not, and they never hear your message again and buy from you. So what you want, you bring cold traffic in, you convert them. I've taught about this already. You convert them into hot traffic. And when they buy, which they will because they're hot traffic, they spend a good amount of time with you. This is just how it goes. I mean, it's just have a lot of content. You're guaranteed to have a lot of people go on micro dates and long dates, if you will, with you and get to know you. And then they know, like, and trust you. It's just how it works. Okay, there's a lot of psychology behind it, but that's just what it is. That's how it works. Then after that, someone buys, they have a good experience, they're going to buy again. They may jump up to a high-ticket thing. Sometimes they'll just buy a high-ticket thing first. I mean, when you have a value ladder in your business, it could be affiliate offers or it could be your own. I recommend have your own offers. With this method, you will make a lot of money, and everyone's an expert either in health, wealth, or love niches. But you can do hobby niches if you choose to and make a good living out of that too. But what's interesting is when you have a list of hot traffic, could be email, could be Instagram or YouTube or all of them. When you do like a product launch, if you will, to your hot traffic, you get a waterfall of sales. Like when I say waterfall, I mean every time I do a launch as of 21 years old, as of now, I make like 6 figures and I have a very small audience in my personal brand. If I do a launch to my email list in sweepstakes, I have a huge email list in over 200,000 people. Well, every single time I do a promotion of an offer, I get it's all the way up to $5,000 to like 20 grand. Okay. The highest I got was around a little above 20 grand just from promoting this freaking sweepstake offer. And you can promote anything to that type of list too, but I just promote sweepstakes and survey offers and that's it. But at the end of the day, that's hot traffic because they know the brand already and they're like, okay, I've done a sweepstake offer before, I'm going to convert. But anyway, it could work for any niche. It's just the people have purchased from you before or done some action before, like entered a list or whatever. And they're more likely at that point, after they've, spent time with you or your content, more importantly, they're going to buy and they're going to buy and they're going to buy. And new offers are attractive to anyone. Whenever you have a new offer launched, people want it. Okay, it's just how it is. It's new. Okay, and when you add the urgency and scarcity and stuff to it, perfect. This is my favorite way of making money is trends. So there's a lot of different types of trends. There's this thing called trend stacking. And I'll talk about all of this. One of my favorite ways is cold traffic and funnels and all that, and just passive income in general. But a trend can make you a lot of money very fast and spike your income big time. And trends are very common. There's trends that happen every single day, no matter what, there's going to be a trend. And then there's trends that happen over a month's period of time that can just drastically increase your income for a few months, like really high where it's worth it. Capitalize on it. So there are ways to make money fast. Trends is one that you can leverage to make a lot of money fast, okay? So there's different types of trends. There's trends that have to do with wealth. So something that could have to do with a way of making money or a stock, or for example, even Bitcoin is a branch of a trend relevant to wealth. Real estate, all these things. Stimulus check was a trend. All these trends can be actually leveraged with either selling a product, by the way, taking advantage of the opportunity of the trend, or making content around the trend, or using it as an ad angle. These are different methods you can leverage to take advantage of a trend. Another way to take advantage of a trend, there's another type of trend, it's the health trend. So coronavirus is an example of a health trend, or a trend of some virus in general at all, or it could be Mother Nature type trend affecting people's health. It could be like some sort of new pill or supplement, okay? That's a trend. And in CPA marketing, sometimes there's supplement offers, like Nutra offers, that you can crush it with and like promote. Okay? So the other type of trend, there can be love trends. So health, wealth, and love trends. Love could be like a social trend, okay? Friends or social or society trends. There's political trends. There's news trends. There's everyday trends like sports and stuff like that. There's celebrity and people type trends. But all of these can be monetized by making content around it. And if you can think of something to sell relevant to the trend, you can crush it selling something too. Okay? That's how you take advantage of trends. Now let's talk about this other thing. And this is like called trend stacking. Okay? Every millionaire is aware of this. So you're going to be a millionaire. Get ready. Basically, you take one idea and then you combine it with another idea. Okay, so it could be called idea stacking, but then when you combine a trend with a trend, it could be called trend stacking. Okay, literally, it's powerful. So what do? Basically, for example, something like the sharing economy, okay, combined with maybe computers. So you combine the trend of computers or a type of computer, or like cryptocurrency, combine sharing economy. Sharing economy is basically like Uber or Airbnb and stuff like that. Okay, so what you're doing is you're combining different things together, okay, that are trends that you can take advantage of. Selling education plus sharing economy. That's an idea. Or selling education plus influencers, because influencers is kind of a new trend. Or coronavirus plus, let's think of one. Coronavirus plus, I have no idea. If you could think of one, let me know. But yeah, coronavirus, the masks. Oh, you could do masks plus the trend of, honestly, what is new? Oh, politics. So you could do like a politics type of mask. Like it has a print on it of like Donald Trump or Biden or whatever president you're watching in the future from watching this video. So you just literally, and it's even better when you brainstorm with more people that you know. You could brainstorm in a group or in person's even better. And you could start throwing out ideas of trends and write them down, and you could start matching them together, okay? And like seeing if there's a good connection there, and boom, you have $1 million idea and possibly $1 billion idea. $1 billion idea is when you can basically impact 1 billion lives, okay? That's always going to be $1 billion idea. But $1 million ideas are very easy to come by when you do this, okay? So that's basically how you make money from trends, is trend stacking or knowing what trends are happening currently. And you know what? You don't have to catch a trend super early. You can catch a trend a little bit later. But you're going to know what a trend really is, one of the ones that lasts for a couple months you can take advantage of by like friends or family talking about it, or people are talking about it a lot, or you're seeing it a lot, okay? That's something you can really take advantage of because other people are seeing it and talking about it too, okay? So that's huge. I'll see you guys in the next video here. Peace.